Z3. Thank you for liking and subscribing. We are immensely growing into a big family. Thank you for showering your love. Today we are going to be dealing with the chapter graph. In this, as we see the line graph here, we are going to be reading it, noting down the answer, and accordingly, there are few questions that we need to answer in accordance to same. So let's begin with the first and foremost, which says complete the table to show the number of diners. So we see here I have my x-axis, which has got the timing, and my y-axis, which has got my number of diners, right? So now my time is given here, that is my x-axis is already mentioned. So it's asking me to mention my diners. In order to mention the same, let's begin. At 12 o'clock, if you see, we had 8 diners. This dot is what is going to give me the answer. So I have my 8 diners here. 1 o'clock or 13 as per digital, we see this dot which is showing 14 diners. Now at 14, that is 2 o'clock, I have between 8 and 10. If you see here, between 8 and 10, okay, just to clarify, to enlarge it. So here we see between them this mark, okay, this mark is nothing but my 9. At 15, if you see, this mark again shows same. We have a stagnancy, which is 9. 4 o'clock, we have 4 diners. 5 o'clock, that is at 17, we have 3 diners. 18, that is at 6 o'clock, we had a hike in the diners, so which is 12. 19, that is 7 o'clock, we had 18 diners, right? And finally, you have 8 o'clock, that is at 20 by digital. Between 14 and 16, this line is going to be 15. Okay, this is how I read my line graph and I fill up the table. Now, after filling the table, the question is asking me between 15 and 16, the number of diners decreased by. So my 15 is here and my 16 is here. So they are asking how many diners did it decrease by. But of course, if it is asking me to decrease, that means I'm going to subtract. So 9 minus 4. We know my answer is 5. Therefore, I will write 5 here. Second question says between dash and dash, the number of diners increased by 9. So let's look at the first one. This is 8 and this is 14. The hint here says is it has increased by 9. So we know double of 8 is 16, but here in this case we are seeing that it is 14, so not possible. Here we see there is a decrease again from 14 to 9, but here it is asking increase, so we are not looking for decrease. Again, this is stagnant from 14 to 15, so this doesn't come into the picture. Then I have 4 and 3, and you see that there is no increase, there is just a decrease. Now from 3 to 12, there is an increase. Let's count, maybe it could be 9. So therefore, I have 12 minus 3. So we know 2 cannot minus 3, and I'll take the 12 after borrowing. So I get my answer as 9. So as we have got the increasing by 9, so let's see the time. The time was 17 to 18. So between 17 and 18, we have the number of diners increased by 9. Now my final question, the last one says, the number of diners did not change. Okay, it did not change. So you remember when we were filling, we saw stagnancy. The number was same. So it did not change between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, which in digital time, as the question demands, we have to write in digital time, is 14 and 15. That is 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I hope this was helpful to read the line graph and answer the questions accordingly. See you in another video. Thank you for liking. Do keep subscribing. Take care.